Oh, yeah. See, we plan ahead. That way we don't do anything right now. Earl, explain it to me.
Apparently, Taskmaster has been seen not on set of Doomsday, but in the same town, and says she's working. And she's not the only actor that's done that this week. But that leads to the question of, okay, so what happened to her in New Avengers or Thunderbolts? Because she gets taken out like very quickly. Yeah. She wasn't supposed to be. They just changed the story. They felt like, oh, well, test audiences wanted more stakes higher and to show that the team was serious. So we decided to kill her and change the story.
You put a bullet in her head within like 5 minutes. Jesus.
Yeah, and it's kind of like, that wasn't good. That wasn't good.
Playing a different role in the movie. It's probably not Taskmaster.
And that'll be fine. That could be great. That's probably best for her because the actor probably deserves a hell of a lot more than what the fan reaction's been giving her.
Yep.
And you know what? That's nobody's fault. That's really not anybody's fault. I mean, is it some individual's fault to, mind their manners? Yes, that is your responsibility to mind your manners. But it's not her fault or their fault that the studio said, you know what? We're going to take this character and throw every single aspect of him out. And they changed it completely. And they made a whole new character and gave it that guy's name. And fans of the guy didn't like it. You can't blame them for that. Now, you can say, you know what? You didn't give it a chance. You didn't actually watch the movie before you started bitching about it. But then you watch the movie and you're like, okay, can I bitch now?
Yeah, kind of.
See, I'm devil's advocate on both sides.
Yeah.
It sucked one way or the other, but the actor deserved more. So, but anyways, and then let's see what else. Oh, Sylvie, that's who it was. Sylvie was also seen working in the same area that Doomsday is being filmed at, as is her Loki stunt person.
Yeah.
So, I'm curious as to about that because again, they're saying going forward, no more crossing TV and movie. So is Sylvie going to get blipped out in this?
Dude, it's Doomsday. He's probably going to kill about 80% of the people that are cast in this movie.
Yeah, I'm really thinking like all the old X-Men characters, they're going to be blipped out. They're being brought in for the body count specifically.
Yep.
They can't kill everything in phase 4. No matter how much they want to, but they do need a body count. They do need to try to say, oh, hey, we're retconning all this. That's what this is. Yeah.
Oh.
So they're going to take beloved characters that are already dead and kill them again.
And for a couple of them, dead for the third time or fourth time.
Yeah, this is why I have no desire to watch this movie.
I'm not going
Patrick
to see
Stewart 4 times.
Yeah. I'm not doing it again.
I'm not crying anymore.
There's no tears left to shed for Professor X dying again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Logan was his send-off, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
For me, the MCU ended after Endgame.
Yep.
No, I liked Spider-Man No Way Home.
That doesn't count.
No, don't go. Nope.
That's Sony. That's Sony Marvel. That's a little different.
Yep.
I know, but it's kind of like the epilogue to everything.
The only one I kind of liked, and I'll get flack for this, is I actually kind of did like Black Widow. I didn't like the ending.
Yeah.
I didn't like Taskmaster in it, but I did like Scarlet in it.
I liked Yelena and I liked David Harbour.
Yeah. So there's good aspects of that. After that, fuck it. I can't. And I've watched a lot of them.
The making the pig choke itself out, I didn't like that. I hate animal cruelty. Like if you can't get around that, maybe you're not a good writer. I mean, yeah, maybe I'm sensitive, but I just don't like it. It didn't make me not watch it, but I just didn't like it. Like I don't know. Yes, it was supposed to make you feel something, but not annoyed. Anyhow, all right. So let's see what else has been spotted in the UK. Captain Marvel's ship.
Oh,
please kill her.
shit.
Please
Yep.
kill her.
Why Carol needs a ship, I don't know, but she's got one, and it is being built in the UK right now for Doomsday. Which Doomsday
She's
is,
dead too.
Well, yeah.
I hope.
She might have the ship because if she's in a ship, that means the other two Marvels are going to be there.
Hey, he
Oh.
could take them all out in one shot. Works
Yeah.
for me.
Mm-hmm. That was a horrible movie I watched for everybody. You're welcome.
Everyone's like, it was actually pretty good. I'm like, or it wasn't.
No.
Like, I don't know. I wanted to see what happened with Monica's daughter, but that's about it. That's only because I wanted to see what happened after WandaVision.
Yeah.
But from what I understand, it wasn't all that in a bag of chips and worth watching. So, meh. I don't know.
I'm still waiting for my refund.
All right, let's get on to fun Marvel stuff then.
Okay.
All right, so some test results or test screening results back from Fantastic Four.
Call this shit fun.
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the fun part?
Galactus is defined as a Lovecraftian cosmic horror. Not horror like horror, but horror.
Okay.
Still not seeing the fun.
Fuck off!
I cleaned my glasses, make sure I was seeing it right. Still shit there. Still
I'm looking
shit
around
on
for
me.
a book to read while Kevin drones
Yeah.
on about how fun Galactus looks.
All right, here, right
You
here.
do that, I'm going to sort through some cards.
All right, I've got At the Mountains of Madness by H.P. Lovecraft. Is that,
Lovecraft is good, but your video or your post here is what the crappy part is.
Oh, fine. So, okay, there was a little bit left out of this article, or this headline here. People are underwhelmed by the special effects for Reed and the amount of use of the Thing. And I'm not quite sure what to think about that. Like, Reed's powers have always been kind of underwhelming.
It's clobbering time.
Well, and then the Thing, I don't know. You don't want to make it about him. It's a family movie, so it's, gosh, it's
So
really
no
hard to
cigars
say.
for him.
No cigars. Yeah. Well, John Quesada doesn't want them to smoke anymore, or Joe Quesada, excuse me.
Quesada's
I
a
guess
hack.
out. I'm like, who?
Yeah.
That one
Joe
guy with the face.
Quesada's a fucking hack.
Yeah, but he was really nice to me when I met him that one time. So
He's
That
still
one
a
time.
fucking hack.
yes, but he draws Daredevil and Batman really pretty.
He's the reason why we had fucking One More Day and Brand New Day.
I know.
Those are unpardonable crimes, in my opinion.
Yeah, it really was.
And now the Thing had to give up Stogies. Wolverine had to give up Stogies.
Ghost Rider put himself out.
Yep.
Go off of Punisher.
Oh yeah, Punisher goes away for years.
Yep.
But and then here is the two covers for this month's Empire magazine, which, speaking of, we were talking about Lex Luthor earlier. If you notice up top, that's where Superman's at. It got the small print up top.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
DC didn't want to pay him for a fucking cover.
Correct.
Smart people, actually, for once.
Yeah. Well, we're hearing
For
mixed
once.
things on both of these movies. Like, people have been saying which one is going to be the good one, and it's starting
It's
to
going to
look
be
apparent.
Superman.
I think so too, but it also might be that neither of them are that good. We don't know, but my faith is still with James Gunn. You sent us that article this week that said that people are really underwhelmed with it. They didn't like the story, or that it was
But they're
far-fetched.
fixing a lot of stuff. Fantastic Four is like scrambling because they rushed Fantastic Four out.
Because they wanted to compete with, or maybe even try to beat Superman to the box office.
In my opinion, they should have made this to come out in November around Thanksgiving, made it a family affair, because there's no other Marvel movie coming out for like basically another year and a half.
Mhm.
No, you know what they should have done is done the start of this fucking immediately as soon as phase 3 was done.
Yeah, that too.
Don't wait for phase 6. As soon as phase 3 was done, this movie should have been in planning. Even before
Think if they
Infinity
got the
War.
rights, they should have been figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
Supposedly they were figuring it out before the rights was even done. Like while the meetings were happening, they were planning on having these characters come back over to the right side. But they
So
didn't
basically,
with
they
it.
were. So what were they doing? Just sitting there and already counting money before they had even a semblance of an idea?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
All they knew is that fans wanted John Krasinski,
Mhm.
and that if they put him in
Emily
Doctor
Blunt
Strange,
with his wife.
Yep. And they gave fans a little bit of that. It popped, and they said, "Oh, okay, that you know, whatever." They just left it at that. Now that their second Avenger phase isn't working, they're like, "Oh, okay, we've got to get this shit out fast. We need the Fantastic
makes me
Four
wanna
now.
drink.
We need X-Men now." And they rushed Fantastic Four super duper bad, and it was very apparent. They're like, "Oh, we've been working on the special effects for the last year. We're going to start filming next month, and then it'll only take us 3 months to film."
Mm.
Yeah,
They've already
how did that
spoiled
work?
How the movie ends too.
Yeah.
They've
The
changed
leaks
it.
are out there and they're confirmed.
Oh, well,
Sue and Franklin defeat Galactus.
that
That's underwhelming.
no,
That's what a
Ultimate
lot of people are
Nullifier?
saying. Sue and Silver Surfer and Franklin. I'm sorry, I stand corrected. That
And
is
what?
how
That
they
makes
defeat
more sense.
Galactus.
No Ultimate Nullifier. What the fuck?
Nope.
wow.
And I
What?
guess Pedro's
The
terrible in this fucking movie.
Yeah. They should have kept
Big
John
shock.
Krasinski.
Yes.
That's what everybody wanted, and they're like, "Oh no, fuck you. We aren't giving you him. We're going to replace him."
That was the biggest fucking cock tease they did. It was like,
Yep.
why did
That
you even
pissed me
fucking
off.
do that if you weren't even remotely interested in bringing him in?
Yeah. That really
My guess
pissed me
is
off that kicked
they
him out.
offered
I'm like,
Krasinski and
perfect.
Emily. My guess is they offered them. They read the script and they're like, we are not interested in this shit. And you're
could be
trying to
too.
sign us up for 10 years of fucking movies? Fuck off.
That could
Well-
be because I mean he's got the producing abilities and writing because he did a lot of writing and producing for The
A Quiet
Office.
Place
The
is excellent.
Quiet Place, beautifully done. He wrote and directed those.
Yeah.
Great. But yeah, I can see where that could have possibly happened.
Like, I don't like those movies, but I respect them very much.
Hmm.
Like, they were really well done. Everybody's fucking stupid in them, but they were really well done movies. So, anyway.
Any Hughes?
All right, what's next on this? Oh, and then Figgy says that the Fantastic Four
Figgy?
is going to bring Feige, whatever.
I
Douchebag.
like Figgy.
Figgy
Yep,
pudding.
Figgy. We're going to call him Figgy.
Whatever,
from now on.
motherfucker.
Figgy
Nope,
pudding.
he's Figgy now.
He's Figgy.
So
He's
tell us
Figgy
what's
pudding.
Figgy
There
doing.
we go.
Fucking hate you guys.
Ah,
have
you
some fun.
love us and you know it, dude.
Whatever. So he says that the Fantastic Four is going to bring Marvel into a new era.
Bullshit.
Yeah, right?
Bullshit.
Because you know what?
Sorry.
We didn't need a new era. We've been writing in a great era for fucking 10 years. 10 years.
Mhm.
22 pictures. And then you said, you know what? All those contracts are done. We're going to restructure everything. This is our new plan. And it didn't work.
Won't have to pay as much money.
Yep.
Nope.
We put out too much shit. We decided to say it's all related, but didn't make any fucking lines connecting to anything.
Yeah, fuck
There was
that.
there was no point to anything. There were no payoffs to anything. We had more open fucking plot holes than ever before.
Yep.
We need a new era because you fucked it up. That's what happened. You had a great thing going and you fucked it up in order to be cheap. And yes, it has its fans. That the MCU has its fans that will eat anything that you put in front of them. Oh, I love it. It's Marvel. It's Marvel. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't look at it that way. You have to objectively say, you know what? I love Captain America, but that movie kind of sucked. You know, I'm sorry. Just be real with yourself. It's okay not to like it. It's okay to say, I expect more. I want to see something that's more recognizable to the character I like. I want to see a fucking story that's not fucking completely chewed up, recycled, remolded into something different. Like Brave New World, like that's Incredible Hulk 2 with Sam Wilson as Captain America. Like, okay. And again, there are younger readers that are all into this shit, and that's fine. Good for them. Older comic fans and people that have been watching the MCU for the last 10, 15 years, or shit, almost 20 at this point, it was underwhelming. And a lot of it's being underwhelming. And one of the things that they were talking about was the Thunderbolts underperforming. But every movie that Disney's put out this year, they've said it's made this much money. It's the highest grossing film of February this week. And you're like, okay, well, that's a great way to celebrate mediocrity. But apparently Thunderbolts didn't make that much money on a level of comparison. And that's too bad because apparently people are saying it's not that bad. Well, it doesn't matter how good or bad it is at this point. If you make something that that wasn't appetizing to people the first fucking time around, they're not going to want to re-wet their palate with it. Like, no one said, oh my God, Falcon and the Winter Soldier was so good. I can't wait to see what happens to all the backup characters. I don't know. I mean, maybe the backup characters were better. Like, there's nothing wrong with Bucky. There's nothing wrong with Sam. There's nothing wrong with John. Sort of. But I don't know. The Marvel thing, Kevin brought them into a piss poor era, and there's no accountability for him having done that. And we'll see if it continues on in phase 6 and 7. If it does, like everyone's that's saying he needs to be replaced is absolutely right. But
So,
Disney's not going to do that.
At the risk of repeating myself every week, Marvel doesn't know how to fail. And by that I mean when they fuck up, instead of admitting they fucked up and making every effort to not fuck up in the future, they double down on what they had been doing because they're going with the definition of insanity, which is trying the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Yeah, it worked out well for Vince McMahon.
Well, they're crying that they're changing course and nothing's really changing.
Yeah,
like
they
you're putting on
changing.
a fresh coat of paint and saying like, "Oh yeah, we fixed it." No, you're not.
But I have to say, it really started losing its position is after Stan Lee died. Like his magic touch, him saying, "Oh no, do it this way, do it that way." After he passed away, I've noticed the Marvel movies just really declined really quick. And that's right around Endgame time.
Yeah, I would say so. Because I mean, Endgame was the last quality thing, like super duper quality thing, and that's not to discredit a handful of things that came out in the last 5 or 6 years. Like there has been a couple good movies, a couple good TV shows, but all in all, they're like little things here and there. Like it hasn't been this grand scale like we had for the last 15 years.
Doesn't have that build up anymore.
No, and nothing means anything. Like Kang was not formidable in any way, shape, or form. Like even if they would have made him formidable, like I don't think Jonathan Majors had that bravado that Thanos had.
And he was a dumb idea for a villain to begin with, because Kang is not this universe-shattering big bad that Thanos was. No. Thanos was always a cosmic badass, even before the Infinity Gauntlet comics.
Same with Galactus.
Yep.
Yeah. But Kang? Kang. I mean, the only thing I really know about him is, okay, number one, he is connected to Reed Richards' bloodline.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a distant descendant.
And yep.
And they did this dumb storyline in the 90s where it turns out Iron Man had been corrupted by Kang for the last however many years worth of stories. They kill him off and
Mhm.
bring back an alternate teenage version of Tony Stark to bring new blood to the character, and
Mm-hmm.
the 90s had a lot to answer for.
Oh.
And the armor sucked.
The armor sucked, and then they did Onslaught and Heroes Reborn, and the whole Teenage Tony thing was forgotten after that, thankfully.
Well, until they did the comic series where he was fighting to get the 7 rings. So
Oh yeah.
they did that comic series as a teenage Tony Stark. That wasn't that great.
And then here.
Oh God,
Is
the
the first
toys.
Now take a close look at Pedro up there.
Yeah. Same with Johnny.
Well, no. From the nose up, doesn't that kind of look like Krasinski? And they're like, "Oh shit, no, they changed the actor. Now we fix the face."
Just give him a mustache. Shave off the beard.
Yeah, give him a mustache. It's fine.
What's funny is Thing looks okay, but everybody else looks terrible.
Mm-hmm.
That thing looks a lot better than his Lego minifigure.
Shots fired.
Dude, you saw those hands?
Oh God, yeah, those were something something different.
Yeah, it's rare for Lego to have a misstep. Lego had a misstep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Unless they thought fisting meant something else.
Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
Fisto.
Mephisto takes on a whole new meaning.
Mephistopheles.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Don't worry, Ironheart will fuck that up too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I just hope he doesn't tell jokes. Well, maybe he
Mhm.
should. Anyway, so Marvel also said that even though they will have the Marvel booth showing comic books and what's going on and this and that with whatever's happening in their series, the MCU will not have a panel this year. They're skipping Comic-Con, and it's like that's because they don't have anything to say.
Mm-hmm.
Like they stopped production on Doomsday. They don't know how it's going to end yet, so they have to stop production.
That's both smart and what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Yep. So yes, it is smart not to go because there's nothing to tell. Like they blew their wad at D23 is really what happened.
Yeah.
And
But
by the time
they're making themselves look so bad.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean it sucks.
DC's going to be there though.
Yes, they will, and I bet you they're going to kick some ass too.
Did you all like this video? If you did, hey, do us a solid, hit the like button on the way on out, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can stay tuned to all of our video content down below. This is a clip from our live streams every Saturday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time, 12 p.m. Eastern, called Deadwire Live. We have a lot of other good stuff on our channel, so please come on over, check us out, and we'll see you around.